This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Caps of Houston. And we are underway from Houston. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go!
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Hey, here we go. I got you. Hey, start on one. What is it?
Here's Foles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Under.
Foles. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Foles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Hall, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the counter, it's Walker. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second and 9. Walker with another carry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Levis now off of play action. Touchdown, Seahawks. Denzel Mims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jason Myers, the kickoff for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Ja'Cory Bennett.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That's another one complete to Mitchell. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Caps have cut it back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Fights loose, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking, oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
At the 37-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's a 2nd and 8. Levis sets up to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call a wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Seattle.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Levis back to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker, a 14-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They're on the 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action now. Levis. And that is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Levis. And that's going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Levis from the gun. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And as a result, possession switches hands. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. 22 yards there, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. And going right back to Walker. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times, and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Off the play fake, Levis. Pressure comes and down he goes. Myles Murphy buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here in the opening drive of the third quarter.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On third down, here's Walker. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go, fourth down, Levis. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 40 now on second down. Foles will swing that out wide to Jacobs. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 1 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. Once again, it's Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Girl. Silence.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Someone. Go. Vic.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hey, Silver. Hey, Kaden.
Here's Foles. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Here's Sean Bateman. 46 yards. And the Caps' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Look at the big man rumble. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped, down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, it's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's third and a few inches. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Levis to throw it. This is Fant on the short completion. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On the option right, here's Levis. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision, as he stopped in the backfield. That was Travis Jones working his way through and sticking him behind the line. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Levis out of the shotgun now. Wisely will throw that one away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Levis now off of play action. Incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Levis looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Eluding the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A 2nd down throw from Levis. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Odafe Oweh. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw, it's Levis. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
This is taken at the 18. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a gain of 7.
13.
Brings up second and 3.
Let's go. Great.
Now Foles. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. This offense so far on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Next to score, Seahawks 24, Caps 13. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Another run with Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
That's a gain of 7.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. He's got his big tight end, Fant, powering forward. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down, Seahawks.
On first down, Levis. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards for number 11. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
First and 10, it's Levis.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. On the handoff, this is Walker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Smith and Jigba with a grab.
Pushing his way through. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Levis back to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it. Here's Walker.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Again, Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. I got you.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 12-yard line.
Foles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So the victory here for Seattle.